Did you know that your thoughts and feelings and emotions are not the actual cause of your mental or emotional struggles? Hi, I'm Angela, and I help people feel better and get free of the thoughts and the feelings and the patterns that keep them in pain. So when we're in mental or emotional pain, we are telling ourselves a story. But it's the beliefs that we carry behind the story that are actually causing us the pain. Unfortunately, what we usually do is try and treat the story. We try and help people reframe their story without going back and actually resolving the beliefs that they have that are actually the root cause of the pain that they're carrying around. So another thing that's involved with that is not only do we have these beliefs in the background that we're not addressing, we're also resisting the thoughts and feelings that we're having. So we're ignoring the story that's causing everything, and then we're resisting or denying or pushing away the way that we're actually feeling in the present moment. So all of that just creates more resistance. So the first thing we have to do to heal anything is to acknowledge that it's happening. We have to acknowledge when we're angry. We have to acknowledge when we're sad. We have to acknowledge when we are repeating patterns that we don't want to repeat, when we're stuck in situations that we don't want to be stuck in. We have to acknowledge it. We have to give it attention, even if it feels shameful, difficult, ugly, whatever label you want to put on it. You have to be at least willing to admit that it's happening and be willing to give yourself some grace and let it be there. We can't truly feel or process anything until we give ourselves permission to have it and to feel it. So if you're feeling angry and resentful towards someone in your life, if it's your mother, I'm allowing myself, the first thing you would say to yourself is, I allow myself to feel angry and resentful toward my mother, because that is how I feel right now. And you don't allow shame or judgment or anything like that to come in. I'm allowed to feel this anger and resentment toward my mother in my body. And you sit with that. And you allow it. That is the first thing you have to do. And if you sit there for a while and just let yourself, usually I put my hand over my heart. If you just let yourself say that, acknowledge what's going on, and let yourself just breathe through it as you're feeling, just normal breaths in and out. I allow myself to feel what I'm feeling. I'm allowing myself to feel what I'm feeling. I'm allowing myself to feel what I'm feeling. And tell the truth. Let it all out. Let yourself feel it. Let the sensations move through your body, because they need to. The more you resist them, the more you tense up and try and push them away, the stronger they come back. This is actually one of the most common causes of anxiety, is a denial and repression of what you're actually feeling in the moment. So sit, acknowledge, let the sensations move through your body. And you can even focus on them like you're watching a movie. You can actually close your eyes and just visualize this energy of all of these feelings moving through your body. And if you allow them to move through your body, the intensity starts to fade and it starts to get easier and easier to sit with it. So the second thing you have to do is just keep giving yourself permission to feel what you're feeling, even if it seems irrational. Those voices of judgment are going to keep coming up and saying, you shouldn't be feeling this way. you should be ashamed for feeling that way towards, your mother or whoever it is. You have to just keep reassuring yourself that you're feeling the way you're feeling, and that's okay. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't say anything about who you are as a person. It's just what you're feeling in the moment, and you have to make it okay. The next step is to question yourself in the moment and ask, is what I'm feeling the actual cause of what's going on? What is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I'm thinking behind the feelings? And again, this is just gentle questioning. Make it more like a wondering. I wonder what's causing this. I wonder what's making me feel this way. I wonder why I'm feeling so anxious. I wonder why I'm feeling so stressed. I wonder why this feeling is coming up so strongly. Again, you don't want to interrogate it. You just want to kind of wonder. Because when you wonder like that, when you ask the question, why? I wonder why. I wonder why. It unlocks some things in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind then starts to answer the question for you. If you pay attention in your life after you ask yourself a question, you will start to get answers if you look for them. They'll come up in conversations, books that you read, newsletters that you get in your email, anything that you see online. Once you ask a question like that, you open the door for answers to come in. So it's a great step to take when you're suffering with something and you don't know why. So that's the basic framework for helping yourself feel better when you're in the middle of emotional distress. Remember that there's a belief behind everything. And we're not going to jump into the beliefs yet, but in another video, we'll go into how you start to untangle those beliefs that are in the background that are actually causing all of the distress. Because when you give yourself permission to feel, and then you start to untangle the beliefs behind what you're feeling, that's when you're able to get free of the story and set yourself free from that emotional entanglement. See you next time.